Hi, my name is Steve Meskers. I'm your state representative in the 150th District in Old Greenwich, Connecticut. And I'm here with the Consumer Counsel Office. We're here to discuss regulation of the third-party energy suppliers. As I've sat here in bonding, revenue, and finance and had a chance to talk with Elin Katz, I've had the opportunity to review the practices in the billing in the third-party energy suppliers. We are working to reformulate the market to prevent undue and excessive charges to our retail customers. I think providing energy at a reasonable price and affordable rates is an important part of our functions in government. We want an open and private market, but we want a market that's fairly regulated. And I'd love to have Elin speak to you on these issues.
Yeah, first of all, thank you for having me, Representative. One of the responsibilities of my job is ensuring that we have energy rates that are affordable and reasonable for consumers in the state of Connecticut. And an issue that's been of great concern to me is the impact of what we call third-party electric suppliers on residential consumers. These are the people who might call you at dinner or knock on your door and say they're going to save you money on your electric bill. Well, we've been studying this market for years, and if we look at the residential consumers who are in this market, overall, the vast majority of consumers overpay when they choose a third-party electric supplier, and in fact, they overpay to the tune of something like $200 million over a 4-year period. So this means we want to make sure that if consumers are choosing to be in the market, they are accurately informed, they are given clear and truthful information, and that when they sign up, they're making a decision to sign up, and it's not because they're being what we call slammed. And so this bill that I've been working on with Representative Meskers would ensure that consumers are given fair information, and that if you sign up with a supplier, a lot of times what can happen is they'll sign up and then they forget. And then the contract rolls over and over and over, and the price goes up and up and up. And before you know it, your electric bill has doubled or even tripled. And we find that consumers tend to think, oh, I must be using too much electricity, instead of realizing that their rate has gone up. So one of the key provisions of this bill would ensure that if you sign up with an electric supplier, when your contract term expires, you have to give affirmative consent to be rolled over. So we can avoid that situation where consumers find their bill rolling over and over and getting higher and higher without even realizing it.
I think it's very important what we're doing here today. We're talking about maintaining the opportunity for choice for our consumers who want to select the energy provider, but we're very cautious about how the pricing and the marketing is transacted. So what we're looking to do is to make it a proactive process where people, as Elin said, have the opportunity to check the rates on every rollover period. And we want an affirmative assignation of that rate change, the same way you would choose a credit card. If you look at the marketing in credit cards, you look at the market in the energy market, one has to understand that in many cases, the initial offering is at some rate lower than the established rates that you will see offered by Eversource. And I think it's very important that you realize that when it comes to the rollover period, you can find yourself north of that rate. We want to inform the consumers, we want to protect the consumers, and make sure that while we allow for choice, that the choice results in benefits to the customers. As Elin said before, I think it's important to emphasize that it's $200 million of net surcharges over the last 4 years on the base rate that we see offered by Eversource. So that works out to $50 million a year. When we talk about taxes, when we talk about revenue, when we talk about responsible government, we're concerned as well about the consumer. And that's why we're enacting this bill, or we will bring this bill to the floor. And we'll ask you for your support. So please let your other representatives know that this is an important issue for you and that you want to see the consumers protected.